Hello, dear friends. I couldn't make this work if I didn't use intuition every day, as well as discerning. Opinion piece. Intuition. Phase shift. It's all very strange. Something has changed. This is the final phase. Trust your intuition. The troll game is strong. We are in critical times. Rumors are everywhere. Sympathy and trust abound. You can't get to the beautiful without going through the ugly. Let's start. Almost 50 years ago, we sang Aquarius at the top of our lungs about harmony and understanding. That was pure heartfelt intuition. That time has come now. The age of Aquarius is just around the corner, says Dagger Bar. We have opened the door. Peace will guide the planets and love will guide the stars. This is the dawning of the Aquarian age. Harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abound. No more falsehoods and mockery. Golden life, dreams of visions. Revelation of the mystical crystal. Let the sun shine. Some have not yet understood that you cannot reach the beautiful without first passing through the ugly, for it is the law of life. The value of intuition has long been promoted by philosophers and CEOs who write self-improvement books, self-realization. It's hard to trust your gut when you feel stuck. So, it's important to get back in touch with your real self, so you can regain access to the unconscious, says Judy Kettler. Intuition gives you direct information about the true nature of any situation, says Owen Waters. Once you get into the habit of looking within and focusing on your spiritual nature, you open your awareness to intuitive information that can come from your soul. Intuitive insight is available, and with its development you can achieve more than you ever imagined. Intuition comes from the inner consciousness of the soul and is directly attuned to the thoughts and energies surrounding any situation. Intuition adds to you knowledge and understanding of a situation, allowing your actions to achieve goals with greater ease and harmony. With intuition, you know what action will work best and when. Intuition is the gateway to direct information about the consciousness of people, places, and events. Definition. Intuition is the faculty of understanding things immediately, without the need for reasoning, but it is also the intimate possession of an idea or a truth that appears as self-evident to the one who has it, and which leads to a beatific vision of life. Intuition is the ability to acquire knowledge without recourse to conscious reasoning, and this ability is increasingly developing among awakened humankind. Most spiritual doctrines hold intuition in high esteem, understanding it as a complementary or alternative faculty to reason. Intuition is clairvoyance, discernment, penetration, insight, and vision. Insight is sharpness and penetration of sight and wit or understanding. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift, said Einstein. Have the courage to follow your intuition and your heart. Learn the difference between intuitive guidance and deceptive trauma. Impulse is blind, and intuition sees beyond your eyes. The sixth sense includes the perception of information not obtained through the physical senses. Carl Gustav Jung, in his book Psychological Types, proposed the existence of four main functions in consciousness, among which is the function of intuition. The remaining three functions are sensation, thought, and feeling. These four functions are modified by two main attitudes, introversion and extroversion. Changes. Why does everything feel different now? What the hell is going on? Asks Anonymous Coward. It's not an inevitability. It's just wait, like suspended animation or something. I feel disoriented and uncomfortable in my own skin and my own mind as I write this. Am I in some big mad science experiment? Everywhere I look around this room, nothing seems right, or as it normally happens. They are doing things to us that we have no idea about. This is his opinion. Loneliness. I feel an acceleration of energy and it feels positive. Soon the change we have been trying to become will be here. Many are going through strange and challenging cleansing mental and physical changes, some of which are not understood. It is about knowing yourself and understanding the love of one, that we are all one and connected. Being a light worker or simply being awake can be a lonely experience. There are also many who may wish to learn more about the Earth and the galactic shifts, or how to protect themselves or their loved ones, or help create a better reality for others. Now is the time for action, for freedom and dignity. Feelings. Now I Feel Free by Steve Biko. I see accusations and counter-accusations on the political stage, threats and counter-threats. This seems to corroborate what I suspected. The primary motivator of our behavior is our feelings. The primary designer of our responses is our mind. We may want to write a letter of protest. We may want to join a protest march. How we respond will depend on the approach we select in light of how we feel. I know that I am building my reality as I go along. I have met myself at a level where I see and feel my own purity and innocence. This is how I feel to contemplate the self at the seat of the soul, the bottom of the heart. The view from what level is totally different from the view from everyday level. Everything is bright, joyful and conscious. Moreover, there is so small a gap between perception, feeling and thought that you could not slip a sheet of paper between them. Imagination on the higher planes is creative, so I now use my imagination to remove all that I have built to protect the inner inhabitant who, it turns out, needs no protection at all, because it fends for itself. Reset news. At least half of the world's government are being shaken up. The Space Force activates its first overseas command in South Korea. Oregon commutes all death sentences. In quotes, I have long believed that justice is not served by taking a life, said Governor Kate Brown. Germany buys 35 US-made F-35 fighter jets, a lot of money. Morocco's World Cup defeat sparked riots and confrontation in France. In Scandinavian mythology, a troll is an evil being that dwells in forests or grottos. In internet forums and social networks, it is the user who posts provocative, offensive, or out-of-place messages in order to annoy, attract attention, or sabotage the conversation. Information warfare. X22 report. The information war has moved on the next phase. The media have not yet covered the increased exposure on Twitter. The majority will no longer shut up and will start claiming with bullhorns. The dark side is panicking and struggling to regain the narrative, but cannot. Twitter blocked 30 mobile phone operators due to the risk of bots. Denmark's largest bank, Danske Bank, pleaded guilty to defrauding US banks and agreed to pay $2 billion fine. Binance processed more than $10 billion in illegal payments this year, and the Justice Department investigation is looking into top executives. They found hidden food and drink that could feed the whole world for the next 150 years, some 14.2 billion tons of high-quality food. Alert. Alert by Lieutenant Colonel Ricardo Bossi, retired Australian SAS. There has been overwhelming evidence and substantial information now circulating on Twitter and other social media and platforms where truths are now openly expressed without banning restrictions. Therefore, there is much more disturbing information coming out for those who have not been up to date or too overwhelmed, to say the least, of what is being shown. Many of those who were forced to remain silent are now revealing phenomenal evidence of what is currently happening around the world and what it will entail in the coming weeks and months. We are in critical times right now, and we must remain strong and calm as best we can and stand together. That is important. Truths are no longer forbidden. Very serious crimes are revealed that are going to be most shocking to those who are not ready to hear them. Stay as aware as possible and help each other. Be alert, informed, united, and meditate. Embrace your life with gratitude and be grateful and generous. Limitations. Digital prison. By the end of 2022, there will be 1 billion data collecting surveillance cameras in the world, all connected to the internet and artificial intelligence. The US has the most surveillance cameras per capita. China is second and the UK third. On top of all that data collection, cameras and audio recording devices in mobile phones, cars, and smart home appliances also collect and share data, even when you are at home. The only problem is control according to Anna von Reitz, whether it's soft control where they drive us like farm animals and use the carrot and stick methodology to control us, or hard controls when they use bullies of another kind to coercively control us, or how they come with artificial intelligence systems to monitor us and control everything, including our bodily functions. It's all about control. The law of the land is designed for living things and ensures that living things continue to control those aspects of life that are important to them, while the law of the sea is ordained to serve the interest of businesses and corporations. Now, they are trying to redefine humankind as genetically modified organisms thanks to their illegal patents when applied to living things or to living beings. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.